If you are from Japan, this video is for you. Starting by September 30th of this year, the Japanese people will not need to get a visa to travel to Brazil. Oh gosh, require visa, do not require visa. What's going on in Brazil, Mark? Come with me and I'll explain you everything after the intro. Hello everyone, hope this video finds you well wherever you are in this world or galaxy. Who knows, I could be watched in Saturn, right? Here I am to talk to you about visas again. Jesus Christ. The first time I did that was to announce that the Brazilian government had decided to require visas from Americans, Canadians, Australians, and the Japanese again. The visa requirement had been lifted by the former President Jair Bolsonaro with the intent, according to him, of attracting more tourists from those countries to Brazil. That target was never reached for, number one, there was a pandemic right in the middle of his mandate, and everybody knows what I'm talking about. Number two, the lifting of visa requirements did not attract more Americans, Canadians, Australians, and the Japanese as previously expected. According to official data, considering the period when the visa was required and the first year of non-requirement, and that before the pandemic, guys. So if you compare the period where the visa was required and the period where the visa was not required, there was no significant trips from these peoples to Brazil, okay? The numbers showed virtually the same quantity of tourism from the US people coming to Brazil compared to when the visa was required. When President Lula took over, it was obvious, at least for me, the return to the requirement of the visas to these peoples. Okay, this would be one of Lula's first actions. Lula subscribes to the idea of reciprocity, guys. Brazil does not have to offer anything unilaterally. Well, it was said and done. Lula demanded our diplomatic department to reestablish the visa to those countries again. Then I came here once again to say the Brazilian government had decided to postpone the date when the visa would start to be required, changing from October 1st, 2023, you guys remember that, to January 10th, 2024, and the video is here. What's new in the universe of visas now? Well, a piece of news came out yesterday stating that starting by September 30th, 2023, that is this month, the Japanese won't need visas to come into Brazil. But wait, is that unilaterally again? No, it was a joint announcement. The Japanese government announced that Brazilians won't need a visa to go into Japan anymore. The new regulations is for simple tourism passport holders who will stay in the country for a period of 90 days. The visa exemption will initially be valid for 3 years, but it could be extended after that. According to our diplomatic department, this benefit has the intent of contributing to the strengthening of relations between the two countries. It's beautiful to say. Look at my Ultraman t-shirt. Great, just to celebrate it, right? And I'd like to remind you another thing, guys. Brazil possesses the biggest Japanese community outside Japan, and it is located in São Paulo, in the neighborhood of Liberdade. Want to learn more about this? Just click on this card here. It's important to say as well that the measure is coming in the year we celebrate 115 years of Japanese immigration to Brazil, and the Japanese people are very welcome in this country. The Japanese decision came out now, but it is a direct consequence of Lula's conversation with the Japanese Prime Minister Fumio Kishida in May of this year. How about the US, Canada, and Australia, Mark? Well, unfortunately, guys, nothing changes for those countries, with the visa returning on January 10th next year. But it's okay, right? I don't think Brazilians will ever have their visa requirements lifted to go to the United States, to Canada, or Australia, for obvious reasons. And what are those obvious reasons? Well, the economy is attractive to Brazilians, the culture, the money. So you guys are right. If you lift the visa, Brazilians will flow to your country the next morning. So it's okay. You guys will always require visas to Brazilians, and Brazilians will require visas from you as a reciprocity. As long as at least this government stays, because I don't know, maybe another government like the one from Jair Bolsonaro comes and lifts that again, and here I come and make another video, and you know, I'm here for that, to inform you everything that you need to know about Brazil. But it's just my opinion. Now I want to hear from you. Leave your comments, say what you think of this. Do you think Brazilians should lift the visa for Americans, Canadians, the Australians now? Just like we did with the Japanese, even if it's unilateral, it's a difficult word. Do you think we are wasting opportunities when we put visa for you guys? We are losing opportunities, as I have read. Leave your comment, just be polite, okay? This is a place of respect. Be polite, and I'm going to read all your comments. Another thing, smash this like button, help us grow. Let's make this the strongest, the biggest, and the most handsome channel about Brazil in English on this whole YouTube. Subscribe to the channel. Spread the content to your friends and family who might be interested in this content. And I'm leaving here 2 cards for you to binge watch the videos of the channel and stay with me a little bit longer. Thank you so much. Don't forget, we have 3 communities now available. Click on the join button and choose between becoming a tourist in Brazil and subtitled, a resident in Brazil and subtitled, and a citizen in Brazil and subtitled. The 3 categories have interesting perks for you guys. So this is just a way to help us more. Thank you very much, and I'll see you next time.